am more than breast cancer.
I am more than gastric cancer.
I am more than Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3.
I am more than Lynch syndrome.
I am more than metastatic male breast cancer.
I'm more than PMDD.
I am more than diabetes.
I am more than lupus.
I am more than FAP.
Welcome to More Than a Diagnosis. I'm Den.
And I'm Jess. This podcast is about so much more than cancer, chronic illness, or the labels we've been given. It's about reclaiming our lives, finding community, and thriving in ways we never thought possible.
Whether you're a patient, a caregiver, or just someone curious about what it means to live beyond a diagnosis, we're so glad you're here.
Okay, so I posted a TikTok asking our pals what is the most unhinged thing that someone has said to them after they've been diagnosed.
And let me tell you, the comments did not disappoint. Some of y'all have heard things that made both of us gasp and cackle.
Facts.
Like, my gosh, like...
Facts. Like, people really be out here saying the quiet parts out loud or just making it about them entirely.
Yeah. So today, we're reading through a bunch of those replies, reacting, venting, maybe even healing a little bit through the absurdity.
Yes, and if you've ever had to force a smile after someone said something completely off the rails, then this one is for you. So Den, you gotta tell me, as someone who lives with a very rare diagnosis and has been through so many medical things, I am certain that you have also had people say some offhanded stuff to you. Do you have one that sticks out that's the like absolute, how could you kind of thing?
I mean, I have an endless list, really.
I'm sure.
The one that stands out the most is when I had recently gotten my colon removed because of the FAP. And this person said, "Wow, you got your colon removed? You're so brave." And I'm laughing now, but at the time, I had to probably pick my jaw up off the floor because I could not believe it.
I wonder if they could see it all over your face.
I don't know. I mean, probably, because, you can usually read my face and know what I'm thinking, but I said, "Huh?" And she repeats it.
No, stop. Oh my goodness.
She doubled down.
She really meant that.
Yeah, but she meant it as a compliment, and she said it with such conviction second time that I was just floored. And I literally said to her, "Well, you know what? I didn't have a choice. It was either that or dying." I really said that because I didn't know what else to say.
You're like, well, if I would have kept my colon, I would have guaranteed 100% got colon cancer. So
100%.
Yeah, I decided to eat that thing because...
Yep. Yeah, and
so... What was my other choice?
Exactly, but her face was priceless.
Oh my goodness.
She didn't even know what to do with that.
It's so hard because, people aren't trying to cause harm with the things that they say to us. But when you say something like that to someone, I feel like they don't understand the impact that has on the person who's on the receiving end of having to hear something like that. Because they mean well, but also you didn't really have a choice.
I really didn't.
Like you said, it was bye colon or... hello, death?
Yeah, it was, honestly, the response was, "Okay, so when are we doing this?" Not, "Are we doing this?" No, it was, "So when?"
Yeah, it wasn't really a choice. It wasn't a matter of, do you want to? You just had to do it.
It was, "Do you want to live?
Mm-hmm.
If you do, well then, let's schedule you up."
And also, not to mention, if you're so brave, but really you're probably scared of not knowing what life would look like, missing a major organ in your body.
Yeah, I mean, I was terrified. And when she said that, I still didn't know. I was in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what that would really look like for me going forward. And so it was just... so many different emotions that were triggered by that comment. And it was really, really bad.
Yeah, that just feels a little insensitive, I think.
Yeah. And, you know, like you said, I know that wasn't coming from a bad place.
Sure.
Which is probably the only reason I didn't go off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I did understand that part. But still, you know. What about you?
Oh,
What's something that you've been told that's just so offline?
You know, being on social media and sharing publicly all the things that you're going through, I have received so many comments of well-meaning people, but I get a lot of the same comment over and over and over again. And one of them that gets me is when people tell me, or would tell me, I don't get it anymore, but when people would tell me that I needed to try apricot seeds.
Don't get me started on those apricot seeds. The ones with arsenic?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, exactly. Because the thing is, I will never forget talking to a friend of mine who also had cancer, and we were talking about, you know, alternative treatments because, you know, I personally believe in integrative medicine. I believe in conventional medicine, but I also believe in integrative medicine. So I like, you know, trying natural things. But apricot seeds were not one of those things that I was willing to try because I know that they contain arsenic, but also because my friend told me that she had an aunt who had cancer and, you know, she wanted to try all the things. And so one of the things that she tried was the apricot seeds. Well, unfortunately, she didn't make it. And they did, you know, toxicology after she passed. And guess what?
What did they find? Tell me, please.
Let's see. Maybe that she had elevated levels of arsenic in her blood?
I wonder why. Was she consuming apricot seeds?
I'm just like, I'm sorry. No, I will not be consuming apricot seeds. Like, I don't really want to risk poisoning myself with arsenic because how am I supposed to know how much is okay and then what is like the toxic level? I think that I'll just leave it to the professionals to take care of the things that could end up being toxic for myself.
And I mean, we laugh about it, but if you think about it for a minute, that's so scary.
Yes.
And this goes back to how many times do you come across someone suggesting, you know, my great aunt took these seeds, she took, you know, this supplement or this type of dirt or, you know, kinds of different things that people consume.
Yes.
You know, all in the name of a cure. And
I know.
how many people actually have adverse effects from those things?
Right?
You know, so it's really scary, and I feel like people take it so lightly.
Yes. And they
just do this. Just do this.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like I said, I believe in integrative medicine. There are natural things that I did when I was going through cancer treatment, but that was all with the approval of my oncologist to make sure that there were no contraindications and that, you know, everything that I was doing was safe. And he was fully on board with the things that I did. But I just think it's crazy to just, you know.
Seriously, hold on. I'm going to write this down. We should make an episode of
all
this, about integrative.
I think that's a great idea. I think that is a great idea. I love that. But, you know, like I said at the top, I had made a post and asked people to tell me the most unhinged things that folks have said to them after diagnosis. And some of these comments were just so out there. Some of them I'm sure that so many of our listeners have heard before. They've had people tell them these things. And so we thought that they should live on in infamy in this episode. So we have, let's see, how many of them did we gather? We have 6 of them to share. So Den, do you want to go ahead and tell us what the first one is?
The first one is the infamous, you don't look sick.
Yeah, love that one.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's classic. It's just, well, like, what are you supposed to say to that? Thank you.
And I'm sure that as someone who lives with chronic illness, like, you get that all the time.
Well, I do. I really do. And at first it would make me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like my illness wasn't sick enough for someone. Like it wasn't serious enough. It wasn't life-changing enough. And people don't know what I go through on a daily basis.
Yep.
You may not tell on the outside I don't have a colon, but it affects every aspect of life.
Yep.
Every little bit. And so much planning goes into navigating life without a colon. And because I look a certain way, oh, she's fine.
Yeah.
She's not that sick. Look at that smile. Or, well, okay, well, I'm not, someone said, well, I'm not ugly, I'm sick. Makeup does wonders nowadays. Like,
that's my favorite thing to say when people are like, "Oh, you look so good." Like, well, I'm not ugly.
Yeah,
I'm just sick.
Yes, and so now my response to that is, well, thank you, but I feel really sick.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that great.
Yeah.
And it's taken a lot for me to get to that point, but now I say it. I don't stay quiet. I don't repress that anymore.
For sure.
Like,
I know.
well,
I always like to say, well, I wish that I looked like what I felt.
That's a good one. Yes.
Because
it's so
what
true.
I feel on the inside right now is, well, I mean, I just rolled out of bed, so it kind of looks like what I feel like. Good thing y'all can't see me.
I can't.
But, I don't always look like what I feel like on the inside. I think right now I might. But that's on invisible illness, right?
Yes.
A lot of the things that we deal with, especially as chronic illness folks. And I think of our friends who are stage 4, metastatic, who have maybe never been through chemo. They've never lost their hair. Like, they don't look sick.
No.
But they're literally living with cancer in their bodies. You know?
They're taking a medication that's keeping them alive.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know necessarily based on their outward appearance.
All right. Okay. We're ready for the second one.
Your turn.
Okay. This one always gets me because this happened to me. Somebody wrote, she said, my aunt had that. Followed by, okay, so how's she doing? The answer, she died. No. Nobody wants to know.
Why?
Nobody who is sick with something wants to know about somebody who has died. Like, no, I'm sorry. No, thank you. Do not want to hear that. But yeah, I just, when I was first diagnosed, I remember talking to somebody who was actually a cancer survivor who told me about someone that was a friend of theirs who died from the same kind of cancer that I had.
Why?
Like,
Why do people feel the need to do this?
No, it's terrible.
Oh,
I get it. Like, sometimes I feel like maybe people just want to try to relate, but that is the absolute worst thing that you can tell somebody who has any kind of illness or sickness, is that somebody who died. Like, hello?
Yeah. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Like, okay, well, thank you. And then your mind is a gazillion million miles away thinking about, well, we know what you're thinking about because, well,
literally.
Thanks a lot. So,
yes.
Death. Great. Okay.
Yeah. That's like the last thing that anybody who's sick wants to hear. Like, please do not tell us about somebody that you know who died from the same thing that we have. No, thank you.
No, thanks. That's so supportive.
I know, right?
Not.
Like, that one is just not. I can't do it. That one's like top level
My
cringe.
turn now.
Okay.
Oh, this one. Oh, this one gets me every time. You're so lucky. I wish I didn't have to work. Oh, okay. Is this a choice for me? I am 100% incapable.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, to go to work. I mean, let's stop for a minute. Would you want me to be your nurse the way I feel right now? Let me just answer that for you. You absolutely would not want me to be your nurse right now. So this is not a choice. I love being a nurse. Are you kidding me? I'm finally the closest I've ever been to getting back. And I'm anxious, excited, all of it,
Yes.
But this wasn't something I wanted to do. I didn't want to stop. I just couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine trying to go to work like 2 years ago when you're in the thick of it all?
No.
3 years ago?
Absolutely
Like, there's no
not.
way.
No.
But people don't understand that when you're sick, that is your full-time job. Getting better is your full-time job. And if you're in such a state in physically that you cannot go to work and you cannot show up and do your job, this is not a vacation.
It's really not. I'm not sitting at home playing video games.
No.
Or, twiddling my thumb or watching movies, having the time of my life because I want to. Mm-mm. No, it's actually really hard. And yes, like you said, a full-time job.
Yeah, and because all the advocating that you have to do, all the appointments that you have to go to, all the medications that you have to stay on top of, like, and hello.
I think people fail to look at the fact that I didn't choose this. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
It wasn't by choice.
Yeah.
And I think people...
Involuntary unemployment.
It definitely is. It really is, Yeah. So that one stings because
big time.
It's hard.
Yeah.
To be faced with the reality that you can no longer work. You can no longer, in my case, I did have moments where I just didn't feel useful. I didn't feel like I had a place in this world because I can't be a nurse right now. So what?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard because you're already struggling with your own thoughts about not working and how hard that is. And then for somebody to come in and just be like, well, it must be nice.
Yeah.
You're like,
actually, someone did say that. Must be nice. I really did get that.
Oh,
must be nice. Really? Like, if you think it's so nice, let's switch places, please.
Right?
I will gladly switch places with you.
Yes, and then you tell me how nice it is.
Mm-hmm. Please, let's do it.
Not so nice. Not
like
so
Freaky
nice.
Friday. Like,
can you imagine? Just put yourself in my body just for a little bit, and then you tell me how great it is.
Yep. You're going to be begging to swap.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, that leads me to the next one because I have so many things to say about this. Okay, but somebody said they had someone tell them, well, at least you lost weight. I can't.
No.
Like, it is 2025. Yeah. We should not be commenting on other people's body, especially their weight, whether it's gaining weight or losing weight.
Absolutely.
Because when it comes to being sick, it can go either way.
It can.
Right?
And once again, not by choice.
Exactly.
Treatment.
Like, I cannot tell you the amount of people who left comments on my posts about how much weight that I had lost because I lost a significant amount of weight in a very short amount of time. But that was because I was having a horrible reaction to the immunotherapy that I was on. And that was one of the side effects. And I dropped I don't even know, 15 pounds in a quick.
Which is really terrible for the body.
It feels terrible.
It's not a great thing to feel and experience. So,
I'm skinny. Lucky me.
Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm healthy.
And as society, I feel like we struggle with body image.
Yes.
So much revolves around it. And that's why it really upsets me when I hear comments like that.
Yeah. Well, it's when diet culture gets brought into this space of being sick, there's no room for that.
No, absolutely not.
There's no room for judgment on weight loss or weight gain when someone is sick. And yes, a lot of times when folks are going through cancer, weight gain is a very common thing. All the steroids that people are on, people put on a lot of weight and it's very hard. But the same can happen for losing weight. You can lose an excessive amount of weight and then it can be difficult to then put back on the weight and then put it on in a healthy way and then maintain. It's just... It's not a competition. It doesn't make you feel good for somebody to be like, well, at least you lost weight. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but why did I lose all that weight?
Yes, exactly.
Through it.
Exactly.
And, it wasn't like your goal was to lose weight, which, okay, so what? Congratulations to me?
I'm pretty sure that the person who left that comment had either mouth cancer, throat cancer, something where they couldn't eat. And so that's even worse.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
They literally could not consume food, so therefore they lost weight.
So what was going to happen? If you can't eat,
right?
You're going to automatically lose weight.
Like, that doesn't make somebody feel better. And also, what is that saying about what that person thinks of you before you lost the weight?
Right? Well,
like, okay, thanks, so I was fat before? Like,
exactly.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel right on so many levels, and it bothers me so much because people struggle already, like you said, with self-image and body issues. We don't need to be commenting on other people's bodies in that way.
Absolutely not.
Like, I like to live by the rule of, like, if they can't change it in the next, like, 5 minutes, then we probably should not be commenting on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got something in your teeth? Got something sticking out your nose? Yes, please tell me. Yeah. Like, so I'm not walking around that way.
With spinach in my...
right? But I got a big pimple on my forehead, or I've got a sore somewhere, or I've gained 10 pounds. Like, no. I can't do anything to change it right now. So we don't need to talk about it.
Now my turn.
Okay.
This is a great one as well. Oh, but I don't know how you did it. How did you do that?
Because we had a choice?
Well, because I wanted to survive and I wanted to see my child grow up and I wanted to live happily ever after with my husband. Like,
right? Like, hello?
I wanted to live. So
yeah,
there really wasn't an option.
No, we just do it.
You do it now or you do it in a week. But it's going to get done.
Yeah. Like, you got to get better, so we just kind of power through and push through the things that we don't want to do. Yeah. I don't know how I did it either.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good response, right?
You know, it's true, because sometimes I'll say, I don't either. I'll let you know when I figure it out.
Yes.
I'll let you know when I figure it out. I think I've gotten pretty good because that's one I get often, and depending on my mood, that's how snarky I.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Same. Sometimes I can be full of grace and just take the whatever somebody has to say, let it roll off my back like I'm a duck.
Yep.
Other times.
Quack.
Yep. Other times, if the perimenopause is menopausing that day and the moods be all over the place, it might be kind of snarky and maybe not so nice.
No, and I feel like at the end of the day, it comes back to just having empathy.
Yes.
Like, can you just take a moment and put yourself in my shoes for just a second?
Yeah.
Let's reverse roles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if I said that, that person would probably feel really bad.
Oh, totally.
You know.
Okay, I don't think you're ready for this last one.
Oh, no.
As a medical professional.
No, what is...
Okay. A radiation tech said this to this person. They said, well, I've seen worse.
Absolutely not.
From a medical professional.
That's so unprofessional for starters.
Right?
Wow.
Someone is literally afraid. They're scared of what's going to happen to them. They're starting radiation. It's a whole thing. Wow. And then you got this person telling you, well, I've seen worse.
That just minimizes everything that person is going through.
Yes. Like, that's supposed to be comforting?
Yeah.
No, like, it is not.
Okay, so I should be happy that it's not as bad as you've seen.
Right?
Well, this is bad for me.
Yes, exactly. Which drives me nuts because it's like, you know, this is not the suffering Olympics, right?
No, it's not.
It's not who's suffering more, who's had it worse, whose cancer was worse, whose this was worse. Like, it's not a competition.
No, and you know what? Great. Congratulations. You've seen a lot. You've seen horrible things. Great.
Right?
You want a cookie for that? Like,
right?
What? As medical professionals, we've seen a lot.
Ugh, I can imagine.
And that, because of that, we should have empathy.
You would think.
Instead of, you know,
dismissiveness.
Yes.
Like,
feel so unvalidated.
I don't like it.
I don't like
it. I don't like it at all. It just makes me sad. But I guess the thing is, like we've talked about, oftentimes people don't mean harm when they say these things. It feels like it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel good. But there are other things that people can say. Because I think a lot of times people just don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about this. We've touched on this a little bit in a couple of other episodes, maybe towards the beginning of the season. But I think we need to to revisit this idea of, okay, if you don't know what to say, here are some alternatives of things that you can say.
I mean, something simple as I just don't know what to say, but I'm here for you.
Yes.
I'm only a message away.
Yes. Just honest.
Away.
That's
just
honest.
Be honest.
Yes.
Because the truth of the matter is, no one really knows.
Yes.
Come on. What is there ever a right thing to say?
No.
When someone says, I just got diagnosed with cancer.
Yes, with whatever it is. And the thing too is, like, as someone who's been diagnosed with cancer, there are times where I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And you would think, like, having gone through all the stuff that I've been through, that I would know what to say by now.
Yep.
But we're human.
True.
We don't always know what to say.
So true.
And it's better to say, I don't know what to say, than to stick your foot in your mouth.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you have another one?
Yeah. And then, I've heard also people can say, do you want to talk about it? Or do you want a distraction?
Yes.
Which is great, because then that leaves it kind of up to us.
Yes.
Like, what do we need at that moment? Do we need to laugh? Do we need to cry? Do we need to talk? Or just stay silent?
Yeah, because sometimes, especially in the heat of the diagnosis or the beginning, you feel like that's all you talk about. And so sometimes you don't want to talk about it. Sometimes you just want somebody else to tell you what's going on in their life. And I think a lot of times people feel like, well, what I'm going through is just nothing compared to what you're going through. And you're like, no, like, I kind of want to hear about what you're going through, because I don't want to think about what I'm going through.
Exactly. And this is why I love this one, because it just is perfect. Can I bring you food? Or just come sit with you?
Yes.
That relieves so much pressure, And we can just sit there and just exist.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk. We don't need to do anything.
Yeah, definitely. Instead of having to be the ones to come up with it, when somebody will be like, well, what can I do for you? Like, no, this takes the pressure off of people to show up in the ways that they feel like they can for the person who's going through it.
So true. All right. So there's one more before we wrap up.
Yes, we have to leave you with the most unhinged, leave your jaw on the floor comment that we've seen. This one, I remember when I read this, I was like, wait, are you serious? Like, really? Are you joking right now?
Okay, I think I know which one too. Here we go. Okay. Ready?
Are we ready? I don't think we're ready for this.
I don't think so.
Okay, so this person is a dental hygienist, and one of this person's longtime patients asked them their last name. So they come in, they're like, hey, what's your last name? And he told them, I want to know your last name because I'll watch out for you in the obituaries. You beat the odds once, but everyone knows it comes back. Can you believe that?
No. I think
imagine?
This is the cherry on top. This is like,
this one tops them all. Like, let me have your last name so that I can look out for you in the obituaries.
Because we know what's coming. It's just a matter of time before you end up there.
And the fact that it was like, not because this person was severely ill, right? They're in remission, they're doing better, and they're like, well, we know it always comes back, so, I'll be looking out for you. No. You beat it once, but good luck next time.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
horrible.
Well, a cat has 9 lives, like what?
Right? I can't. I wouldn't even know how to respond to that.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what do you say?
I don't know if there's anything you can say.
And you know what? And this is so messed up, because if you think about it, cancer survivors are constantly thinking about recurrence.
Right?
And this just...
It's a huge fear.
Like,
it is a huge fear. And then for somebody to be like, well, I'll be looking for you in the obituaries. Seriously?
Like, I mean...
There's only bad words that come to mind.
Same. Yeah, I'm like, well, how do
we're not
I
going to turn this into an X-rated episode for all the things that I want to say of how I would respond to that.
And you know what, though? What's crazy about that is, how do I know that patient's not going to end up on the obituary before me?
Right?
I mean, not to say, like, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but, like, how do we know? How do we know?
Man.
Right? Like,
that one's bad. That one tops them all. There were some really rough ones on there. I mean, I think that post has hundreds of comments on it. No. Hundreds.
And then
no.
And here's the kicker, is that the person was a dental hygienist. So she's a professional, and she probably can't respond the way she really wants to.
She's at work dealing with the patient, and so she literally just had to take it.
So out of line.
Ooh. Man. Some folks just be, like I said, they be saying the quiet parts out loud. Like, these are inside thoughts.
Please.
Thoughts that need to stay in your head and don't need to be coming out your mouth.
This is when you use your inside voice.
Just keep those thoughts inside. Keep it inside. Don't let them out. Don't let them out.
Oh, this is word vomit.
Literally word vomit. Seriously. Like we said, we get it. Most people mean well, except for maybe this guy, because what the heck. But that doesn't mean that their words don't land the way they think they do, because sometimes they just don't land.
And if you've ever had to nod politely, like that dental hygienist, while someone bypassed your reality, we really hope this episode made you feel so seen.
Absolutely. Whether you're laughing, shaking your head, or thinking, yep, I've been there, we just want you to know that you are not alone.
Thanks for joining us on More Than a Diagnosis. We hope today's conversation left you feeling seen, heard, and maybe even a little more connected.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need it.
And if you're looking for a place to connect with others who truly get it, join our support circle at morethanadiagnosis.org, where we will continue this conversation. It's free, it's welcoming, and it's built for you.
Because no one should have to navigate this alone.
Until next time,
keep living, keep growing, and remember,
you are more than a diagnosis.